Okay, in today's video we're going to take a look at WYNN, and I'm going to recreate one of the setups that we did look at actually Tuesday earlier this week. But we did end up testing the support today, so let me show you how we came up with that. All right, now first of all, this looks like a little bit of a two-step pattern, right? So one of the first things I'll do is apply the ratios that I use for that. I take 100% of the first swing down, project it from the second high. That gives us 92.26 as potential support. I'm also going to run the retracements of these prior swings. So that low to high, we have a 618 retracement that overlaps that symmetry. We can take the slightly smaller swing, low to high. There's a 786 of that swing that overlaps the 618 retracement. And what else do we have? Well, we would also run the extension of this low to this high, and you can see that there's a 1618 extension of this swing. That's not too far away from that support. We went slightly through it, but it's not enough to negate that as a decision. And then there's actually even one more price relationship that shows up, and it's a little bit difficult to find, but sometimes you notice that many swings tend to be similar, and I find that this swing is actually very similar to this swing, so that gives us another projection to look at, projected from that high, and it gives us a price cluster zone in WYNN with a two-step pattern. And there are other timing factors that's in the update if you want to check out the update, but this comes in at 9209 to 9310 area. So this is the way you look at it. If this support is any good, you should start seeing buy triggers against it. If you do see a buy trigger, you can enter the trade. If you enter the trade, your initial risk should be either defined underneath the low that's made prior to your buy signal, so right now the low is 92.67, or below the low end of the price cluster decision, which would be underneath the 92.09 area. Now, if this is any good, then typically a two-step pattern target is the 1272, the full zigzag. So let me give you what that potential target would be. Since we already know what the decision is and we also know what our risk is, what is our potential reward? So that would be the 1272 would be up at this 107.58 area. Now I have no idea if this trade's going to work out, but what I do know is that this is a support decision. If it fires off a buy signal, it's worth placing a bet, and I know that my risk can be defined max risk underneath 9209. Potential reward is up here, and we just go from there. If it starts to play out in your favor, great. Just get to a break-even stop as soon as possible, and then we'll see if it plays out to a target or not. But just remember, if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, get out.